I didn't plan on making this video, but like anything in my life, pretty much nothing goes according to plan. Immediately after posting my first video, I got incredibly sick. I felt really bad because a lot of you guys showed a ton of support. Thank you so much, by the way. And I wasn't able to get anything out. I wasn't able to work on a video for about 3 weeks with how sick I was. I also realized that my first video gives no indication whatsoever on what kind of videos I even want to make. So I'm going to use this video to try and convince you to stick around and see what I'm up to. Unfortunately, I don't go outside enough to be a storytime YouTuber, but I do get angry a lot, so I'm going to use the channel to go on a lot of rants. I live in an English-speaking country. Such a long history and all different kinds of cultures across the world to learn from and take inspiration from. We have so many different kinds of delicious foods. So why? Why do we keep coming up with dog-ass names for food? Some of them are just unappetizing, like yogurt. And then there's ants on a log. Ants on a log? In what world would you think I would want to eat a food called ants on a log? You wanna know what's gonna make people want to eat this? We call it ants on a log. They look like ants on a log. And what do people want to eat more than ants and logs? I'm working on a D&D recap series where I tell stories and highlights from my first full-length D&D campaign that I ran.
Phew, we're finally out of that bitch.
You're welcome.
Look, someone's out here.
Yeah, let's just walk right up.
No solicitors.
What's a solicitor?
Door-to-door salesman.
Not trying to sell you anything, all I have is flour.
I don't care. Get off my property.
Well, I've done all I can do.
Is there any other way inside?
You investigate and find that other than the front door, there's a couple of windows and there's a chimney on the roof.
You guys know what a dust explosion is?
I'm gonna blow his house up.
I want to sing. Once I get better at it anyway. I want to make content based around my hobbies like art, gaming, other media. I feel like the longer video gaming exists as a hobby, it becomes more popular, but somehow people know less and less about the history of it. A lot of people I talk to now either don't know any older games, even if they were popular back then, or straight up refuse to play anything old. And I understand wanting to play newer games. They look a lot better, they're more accessible, though with time this is becoming less and less of an issue. And in your brain you're probably thinking, well, they probably just improved upon the older games, so I'm just gonna pick up the newest one and play that. And there are improvements made between installments that you definitely miss when going back to play the older titles. But as technology becomes more sophisticated, there's definitely a change in design philosophy from trying to make a game on older, more limited hardware that isn't inherently better. I feel like when making sequels, moving to more capable hardware, and easier to work with, more streamlined ideas, you really lose out on a lot of the charm from the original game, when it was made with the original ideas on more limited technology that forced them to find like weird creative workarounds to implement their ideas. Does that mean old games are better than new games, or new games are better than old games? Absolutely not. But I feel like there is something about old games and that kind of jank that they have that sometimes makes them more memorable. Like we all suffered through the same lack of polish and missing quality of life changes. I'm gonna make short videos that I hope you guys find funny.
Hey! What are you doing in my house?
I am here to sell you something.
Go on.
Here.
Oh boy, what a deal!
I want to make holiday specials. The next holiday coming up is... and any other ideas that come along as I continue to do this for as long as I'm able. I know it took me a while to get this one out, but hopefully the pipeline will, churn out better content faster as I'm not sick anymore. I'm gonna try my best to only make content that is worth watching. I never want to waste your time. So whatever I make from now on, I hope you enjoy.